Hello friends, it's the weekend now and I thought I'd film a little clip because I'm going for a little solo shopping excursion in Georgetown. I found one particular shirt from Free People that I love and I almost ordered online, but then I was like, you know what, there's a Free People in Georgetown. I can save on shipping if they have it in person. It wouldn't show me on the website if they had it in stock, or at least it didn't. It said like store pickup unavailable here or something, but whatever. It's like not even that much of a trek for me and I kind of wanted to go out to a couple shops anyway, and I had this morning free, so I was like, might as well just pop over there and see if they have it, and if they don't, I'll just order it online. But it looks really cute and I like the color. So it's actually warming up today. I know every day I give this like stupid weather report that no one cares about, but it's like in the 40s finally. I think it's going to be above freezing for the next foreseeable 10 days or so. I got this from Uniqlo recently. It's just one of their like basic crossbody bags, and I've been loving it for things like this, and it holds a good amount of stuff, but I don't like to fill it too much. It's pretty big. Drinking some Milani New this morning. I'm excited. I'm also gonna go try a new bakery. It's not new, but I haven't tried it before, in Georgetown, called Boulangerie Kristee, I think, and it's like up Wisconsin Avenue. And I've definitely been past that, like where I see it on the map, but I've just never actually noticed the sign. But I saw a TikTok where someone was saying that it's like amazing French pastries, and like people who live here who are French go there and love it. So I'm gonna go get a little pastry, a little coffee, which is why I'm not drinking coffee now. And yeah, just like have a little Georgetown day. So I thought I'd take you guys with, because usually when I'm in Georgetown, it's for work and I'm not like filming the fun parts of it. So let's go. I don't know where else I'm gonna stop in, but I'm sure we'll just kind of see where the wind takes us. And it might be kind of busy because it's a weekend in Georgetown, but last weekend it was pretty dead, but it was also a snow day around inauguration. So we'll see. Let's go. Also, I am getting close to finishing Onyx Storm. I'm on chapter 51 in the audiobook. You can't see. I think I might finish it today, actually. Oh my god, I just started playing it accidentally and it was like a really intense like battle thing. I have 3.5 hours left of the audiobook, at least like on the speed that I'm listening to it. I think it's 4.5 of like the runtime total. And I definitely think I'll probably be listening to it as I bop around Georgetown, and 3.5 hours will go by fast. So we'll see. Part of me was like, maybe I should savor it because it's not going to be a minute until we get the next one, but then I'm like, I don't care, I just want to know what happens, and I have so many other books that I want to get to. I've gone back and forth though. I feel like I've been kind of bored at points in this book, and then I'm like really invested, and then I'm like, I don't love this plot that much, and then I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? So I don't know, it's been like kind of touch and go for me compared to the other two, but I'm definitely into it at this point. I mean, it's like we're like 3/4 of the way through, so things are picking up. I feel like I look kind of silly. Maybe it's just because whenever I put a hat on, I feel like I look silly, but I think it's just all in my head. So yeah, a lot of the snow has melted at this point. Not much left on the roofs, but there's like patches of it on the sides of the roads and stuff, but I think it'll probably melt this week. Cozy Sunday. Okay, you already know what time it is. It's dinner time and we are unboxing a new delivery from Hungry Root, which delivered a ton of amazing, delicious looking groceries and recipes for dinners and snacks and everything that I need for the week right to my door in this perfectly refrigerated box. So if you've been watching me for a while, you probably are familiar with Hungry Root, but in case you're not, it is the easiest way to eat healthy. It's like a nutritionist and personal shopper wrapped up into one, and they take care of the whole meal planning and grocery shopping piece by giving you personalized recommendations and tailored meals and really yummy recipes that are tailored to your taste, to your preferences for food, allergies, everything. Life is busy for everyone, right? So if you can take one thing off your plate and have like more time for you to do the things that you love after work. For me, it's such a relief if I'm like coming back from a weekend trip or something and I have not had time to go to the grocery store and I come back to a Hungry Root box and I can just open it up, have all my meals there. They know what I like, they know my preferences just based on when I've gone through and like thumbs up or thumbs down things in my box in the past. And as you do more of that, they kind of just learn and you don't even have to at a certain point because they just know what you're gonna like. They have so many thousands of recipes on their website. It's amazing. They align with your needs, preferences, health goals, whether that's being gluten-free, nut-free, vegan, anti-inflammatory, gut-friendly, high protein, dairy-free, whatever you want. They're so easy to customize. It's so nice to be able to go in and just tweak certain ingredients, or if you want to swap out a bun, or if you just want to make like 1 or 2 swaps in a meal, or add different snacks, and then you can get things for breakfast, for dessert, for snacks. They just have everything covered instead of just like very strict meals for dinner that you can't really change. They spell it out for you. They give you the sheet that has all of your weekly meals, the exact ingredients included that you're going to use for that, the instructions, the cook time, and so many of them are just like 10 minutes, super quick. One of them's even 2 minutes. And that one I can start off by telling you is egg bites and blueberries too. This is like my go-to breakfast when I'm on the run to work and need to catch the bus. Another meal I got is chickpea penne with meatballs. There's also vodka sauce. It's so easy. We've also got spring veggie and prosciutto ricotta. The ricotta and sliced prosciutto, some snap peas and green beans. We've got a gingery grilled chicken and super blend stir fry. So we got sesame ginger. I love this dressing, you guys. I had this in a previous Hungry Root and I was obsessed with it. I feel like I could get an entire gallon of it. And then the chicken already grilled up for heating, and the salad also with this rice and quinoa blend. And finally we have bruschetta chicken with roasted potatoes and salad, gluten-free, vegan, chocolate chip cookie, new primal turkey stick. At these, I've had these before, I love them. Petite Pots, dark chocolate. I already got into these because I couldn't resist and they're delicious. They're just little creamy cheddar stacked cheeses. I'm gonna cook up one of these for dinner. First, I wanted to jump in and tell you about my code. So you definitely want to take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free gift in every box for life. Click the link below or go to hungryroot.com and use code Kristee to get that 40% off your first box, plus a free gift in every single box for life. And that's hungryroot.com with the code Kristee. Okay, I'm gonna chef something up and eat my dinner and love every second of it. But first I'm gonna put the rest of these away. Okay, they didn't carry the shirt in the store, which is a bummer, but I'll just order it online. Randomly got a mug from Paper Source, which it just spoke to me, so I'll show you when I get home. But now I'm gonna pop in the Barnes & Noble that opened a few months ago. It's supposed to be really big, flagship, and I haven't been yet, so I'm excited. Okay, I'm back. I didn't spend too much time in Georgetown. I went to a few shops, but I don't know, nothing was really speaking to me. They didn't have that shirt like I mentioned, so I just ordered it online when I was on the bus home. And I stopped at Paper Source, and I don't think I've been to the Paper Source in Georgetown before, but it's huge, and they have so much stuff beyond just like paper products, like lots of gifts and cute things. And I got a gift for myself. Not that I need any more mugs, but I read this and I was like, it's kind of funny. It says, thank you for nothing. I don't know if it's like a reference to anything. I mean, obviously like those bags that say, thank you very much or whatever. And it was only $12. And I just thought it was cute. So I got this. And then I went to Barnes & Noble and I spent leisurely time just like soaking in the vibes, walking around, reading the backs of some books. It was just great. So love that. I'm so glad they're back in Georgetown. I know they've been open for a number of months now. I just haven't made it over there yet. And the space is really cool. It's like kind of industrial, open air, all 3 floors. It doesn't have the same vibe as like the classic Barnes & Noble feeling, but it's kind of like a modernized version, which I thought was nice. And it was ironic because I was listening to my audiobook while I was in there looking at real books. Almost done with the book. I'm like less than 2 hours away from finishing it. I didn't listen to it the whole time I was out. And I think I might take a break and read my physical Kindle book. I'm reading The Will of the Many, and I've been reading it for a long time, like at least a couple weeks. And it's just been really slow for me. But the last couple of days I've been getting into it more. I've literally spent the whole weekend just like cozied up reading and listening to books, but it's been great. And I saw it in person, and it is a hefty book, like bigger than the Fourth Wing series, very long. So that made me feel better about like why it's taking me so long to get through it. I'm heating up right now in my air fryer a little. Yesterday I made like a cottage cheese crust pizza, which was a gamble. And it actually turned out pretty good. It was obviously like not the same thing as pizza crust, but I could not tell that it was like mostly, it was cheese in the crust. Like it was just kind of like a little light flatbread, and it was really good. So highly recommend it. And I didn't even make it properly because I didn't have any flour. I thought I had gluten-free flour, so I didn't buy any at Whole Foods, but then I didn't. So I just used, like basically the crust is a cup of cottage cheese blended with 2 eggs and then some seasoning. Well, you're supposed to have a 1/4 cup of flour, which I didn't. So I just used the eggs and the cottage cheese with some seasoning, and then I added a dash of like baking powder because I thought that might help the consistency, and it turned out good. So I'm heating up the leftovers of that, and then I just put some like pasta sauce and mozzarella. I also love the size of this mug. Like these kind of mugs are everything to me. So okay, no stickers, put in the dishwasher. Like look at this. Obviously all you can really see is the cheese that's on top, but like quite pizza-like. Yum. Good morning everyone. It's Monday, the start of a new week. This guy's still talking. I started a new audiobook this morning. It's like a self-help non-fiction book. And I'm already like halfway through it because it's only a little over 2 hours long. So it's called Don't Believe Everything You Think. It's the expanded version by Joseph Nguyen. It's okay. I feel like it's, you know, good reminders, the kind of things that like we all kind of know. Like nothing like crazy groundbreaking so far, but like things that you just don't think about every day. I think that's ironic. I finished Onyx Storm last night, and it was a roller coaster. I was telling my friends because I was like texting to my friends and they're still reading it, and I obviously didn't want to spoil anything, but I was like, I have so many questions. I feel like there's so many threads that they left open for the next one, and like cliffhangers that like I don't even understand the implications of all of them. Overall, I'd say it's my least favorite of the series so far. I also think I need to reread Fourth Wing and Iron Flame because like there's just so many details and characters and little foreshadowed moments that I feel like I didn't fully appreciate because it's like I don't remember books that I haven't read in the last year. So I definitely think I'll need to go back to those eventually, but I might wait until the next book comes out, and then leading up to that maybe I'll do like a little reread of the series, because also I don't really like rereading books that I've already read. Like I want to, you know, experience a new story, learn something new. Yeah, it was a lot was like set up, I think, but there was also a lot like revealed and more lore, backstory kind of stuff, so I enjoyed. I'm having my little sausage waffle breakfast, and it's Monday. Actually, I'm going into the office, which is unusual, but we have like a team strategy huddle. I have a couple new colleagues starting today, and we're doing like a team strategy huddle, so I thought it would be nice to be there in person for that. And we have a retreat tomorrow, so yeah, kind of like busy week on that front. I don't know if I'm gonna be in the whole day. I might just go in until after the huddle and then come home and finish on my work day because I don't have to be in there on Mondays, but we'll see. Yeah, my outfit is a repeat of something I've worn many times. It's like a go-to with this soft turtleneck and then the blue Halara pants, the waffle weave. I love these. I definitely want to get more. They're a little bit on the lighter side, I would say, so I usually wear them more like spring, fall. But whatever, I'll just wear a long coat, and it's gonna be warm today. Cheers. Morning. I'm using my new mug. I'm glad I bought this. It is a casual dress day, so I'm wearing a sweatshirt and loving it. We have our staff retreat today, so we kind of have like a full day of programming and different sessions and team building and planning for the year kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a pretty full day. It'll be nice to kind of just like have a break from the usual work routine. Like I said yesterday, I went into the office. I ended up leaving like kind of early afternoon after our meetings were done, and I came back here and finished out my work day, and it was fine. We had a good meeting yesterday in the office, got to meet some new team members. Yeah, and they're giving us like breakfast and lunch and whatever. So I don't have to eat breakfast, and I'm just finishing my coffee. So I'm wearing all navy, wearing these like crisscross American Eagle area jeans. It'll also be nice because there's people coming in who are usually remote, and it'll be great to see them and just kind of like all be in one place and touch base. So that's what today has in store. I started a new book yesterday. I started an audiobook. It's pretty short. It's This Is How You Lose the Time War. I've had this on my list, and my Kindle said that I had borrowed it a couple years ago, but I don't think I ended up reading it. I think it's one of the ones where like my hold lapsed because I was reading other things and I didn't get to it. And it's pretty abstract. Not abstract, but it's like futuristic sci-fi-y, so there's a lot of terms and like things that they're talking about that you're simply just not catching on to right away. At least me. I like the style of it. It's like these two people writing letters to each other, and it's kind of like enemies to lovers. Our icebreaker exercise at this thing is to bring an image of something that represents something meaningful to you. My coworker is actually printing them for me. I sent her 3 different pictures for options to have because I could not decide, and also I wasn't really sure what the vibe of these are supposed to be like. This is a picture of you guys know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in my hometown, Haystack Rock in Cannon Beach, Oregon. This is where I grew up. Then I have just like a couple funny childhood photos that you guys have already seen that I'll pull up later because I have to dig through my photos and I need to go. But cheers. Happy Tuesday. Happy staff retreat day to me. Let's go.